How's it going, guys? Justin Navarro here with Colorado Snowboard Guides. Thanks for tuning in with our tips and techniques for the day. One of the biggest things we see out in the backcountry are folks coming in with cumbersome packs or disorganized packs. So what we're going to touch on today is a quick overview of different sizes, style of packs, and the different types of gear we'll be putting into those guys. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to talk about today are the different sizes and styles of packs out there. Now there's anything ranging from 10 liters all the way up to 80 liters plus. We strongly recommend for most tours you're going to be looking in the mid 30 to low 40 liter range, but it's going to vary depending on your personal preference. Multi-days you're going to be looking more in the 70 to 80 liter range, but again we typically want to recommend anything from the mid 30 to low 40 liter range. Now there's different styles, different makes of packs out there, and again that's all going to be personal preference. We just strongly encourage you to get something that's going to be a snow sport specific backpack. In those backpacks you're going to have dedicated pockets to your AV gear, your safety rescue gear, as well as some of those packs having designated dry and wet pockets, and then of course you have your ABS packs with the float packs and so forth. So the next thing we're going to touch on is what kind of gear are we going to be putting into those backpacks. Now, depending upon what your objective is for the day or the length of your tour, you might be putting on or putting in more things or leaving out things. But there is a basic set of gear you will be using or you will be putting in your pack each time you're going out. And it'll kind of follow along the lines of the 10 essentials out there. So first thing, of course, you're going to have your safety gear, your beacon, shovel probe, skins. Then we can start to get more into the 10 essentials with your navigation, map and compass. You could also throw a GPS in there. We can get to the illumination, a headlamp. I also have a spare light in my survival kit here. We can also get into the repair kit, the first aid kit. That can be a course almost on its own here. Fire starter. I have a lighter in here as well. Sun protection, goggles, sunglasses, hydration. Usually shooting for 1 or 2 liters a day. Food. Depending upon, again, length of tour and the intensity of the tour, you're going to have more food. And then you got your layering, and again, that can be personal preference as well. There's a few extra things, I always carry in my pack. My notebook, that way I can take notes, scraper is key. Of course, I'm going to have my Leatherman and my repair kit, as well as a tool for my snowboard. I also have shelter here, it's also 10 essentials. I have a bivvy here as well as an emergency space blanket right over here. And then I always carry a little bit of cordelette and rope with me as well. Ski straps are gold out in the backcountry. So basically, this is what goes out with me every time I'm out in the field. And depending again upon the length of the tour, or if I'll be doing a technical objective, I might throw some ice axes in there, more rope, crampon usage, and so forth along those lines. But this is a basic rundown of what you're going to be looking for in your pack. So the last thing we're going to touch on is the organization of your pack. Now this is a really important topic because everything in your backpack basically needs to have a home. The last thing you want is to just grab everything and randomly throw it in your backpack. You need to know where everything lives, that way when you need it you know exactly where to go. There's also certain things you want to make sure that are easily accessible, like your rescue equipment. You should know exactly where it lives and there shouldn't be anything in its way. Things like water, for instance, this guy on my hip right here. That way I don't have to take off my backpack to drink water. Snacks are always in my pockets. That way I don't have to go in my backpack to get it. My compass, my snowboard tool, my scraper, easily accessible on my hip pocket. You gotta know exactly where everything lives. I know when I open up this guy, my shell's gonna be on the bottom and my down jacket's gonna be on top. So basically, long story short, organization is gonna be crucial. Alright. So that's a real quick rundown of our gear and pack overview, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, my name is Justin, signing out with Colorado Snowboard Guides. Check us out at www.coloradosnowboardguides.com. And if you have any questions or you would like us to go a little bit more in detail about anything we have discussed today, feel free to give us an email at info@coloradosnowboardguides.com. Otherwise, again, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.